Hey guys, Tony DiPaolo here. I'm going to do a comparison here between two different postcard programs that I'm doing. I've had a lot of people asking me recently why they see me posting about the big profit system. I've even had a couple of my people receive a postcard from me that I guess they just so happen to be on the mailing list that they use with the big profit system. Now, a lot of you know I've been in Instant Postcard Wealth, IPW, for a long time now, over 3 years. Okay, in fact, that's how I pretty much just got into the business, learned about postcard marketing, and since then, I mean, thanks to IPW, I've learned a lot about how to make your own postcards for cheap and effectively, how to get the right, a good response rate, and so forth. But I'm going to do a comparison between that and the BPS system, the big profit system that I'm currently doing, which is more of a high-ticket postcard program. Okay. Now, first of all, one thing I want to mention with IPW, Instant Postcard Wealth, it's a monthly reoccurring, as you probably know. It's $98 a month, so you have the residual income coming in there. But what I found over the years, not even over the years, but from the very first year in the business, is there's a high dropout rate for whatever reason. I still don't know exactly what it is. I think maybe people don't put a lot of money into it, so they just kind of give up easily and go on to the next shiny object, even though I give them full-on training, video training, telling them to stay with it, because with postcard marketing, or basically any source of marketing, it's consistency, staying with it. Do not stop doing your marketing. As long as leads are coming in and you're getting leads, it's working. It takes time for them to manifest into a sale, for them to convert. Okay, but for whatever reason, the dropout is a lot higher, pretty high with the Instant Postcard Wealth. With Big Profit System, being that it's a high ticket program, what's happening is you're getting people that are taking it a lot more serious. You get what you pay for, right? So when they're coming in, putting in anywhere from $1,000 all the way up to $20,000 into this program, they're going to give it a lot more effort, stay more consistent with it, stay with it longer before they decide to move on. And what happens when they do that is they get results. Okay, and that's what's happening with the Big Profit System. Another thing is, you can get into profit fast, okay? Being that it's a high-ticket program, now whatever level you come in at, that's the level that you're able to get paid up to, okay? So it goes, like I said, starts at $1,000, it goes all the way up to $20,000, pays out 50% commissions, and there's a reason that it's only 50%, which is actually really high, but I'll explain that in a second. But what happens is you can get into profit very quickly. You can actually get into profit on your very first mailing, like I did. If you spend $600 for a 1,000-piece mailing to go out and you get one sale, you get your money back, and that's at the lowest level. Okay, so you can get into profit very fast with it, which is nice. Now, even though it's a one-time purchase product, being that there's different levels, it has a built-in residual effect to it. And what that is, when somebody upgrades, if they come in at a lower level, they start doing a mailing or two, they get results, they're going to want to upgrade because they don't want to lose out on those higher commissions. So what happens is when they upgrade, as long as you're in at that level that they upgrade to, you're going to get paid all over again on that same person, on their upgrade. Okay, now another thing, at the time of doing this video, they actually give you a free one-level upgrade. So like if you came in at the $3,000 level, for instance, they're going to upgrade you to the $6,000 level, which means you can get paid commissions all the way up to the $6K, all the way up to the $6,000 level, which is really nice. And like I said, you can work your way up all the way up to $20,000, where that means you can get paid up to $10,000 on a single sale. Okay, and whether that be them upgrading over and over and over again, or here's another nice thing, which is in the same category as the built-in residual effect. Let's say you're in at the higher level, say the $6,000 or $12,000 level, and somebody comes in at just the $1,000 level below you. Okay, you only make $500 on that, right? But that person does a mailing, and they get somebody that comes in at, say, the $12,000 level. Now they're going to get paid up to the $1,000, which means they're going to get $500. But guess where all the extra money goes to? It goes to you, because you're the next one above them that's in at that high level. okay? So the higher level you're in at, the more money you're going to receive, not just from your direct sales, but from the people below them and below them and below them, down infinitely, you know, because if as long as you're the next person up at that high level that somebody comes in at. So I hope that makes sense, but there's a lot of residual effect, if you will, that comes in with the big profit system. I actually wrote some things down here because I don't want to forget everything, because there's really a lot of different things that I want to compare it to. Another nice thing is it's in the first year still right now at the time of doing this video. It's still in its first year, I think maybe 8 or 9 months in. So there's room for tons and tons of growth. And the postcard is so simple. In fact, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is the postcard. Every time I do a mailing, they send one to myself as well. And that brings me to my next thing, and my next point is with the big profit system, they have a complete done-for-you mailing system where you go right online, you order the mailing, and it's completely done right in-house. You don't do any stamps, no labels, nothing. They even use their mailing list. And here's another nice thing. If you're familiar with me and, you know, with my businesses in the past, you know, I'm known for postcard marketing, and it's took me, you know, a few years to get my hands onto, you know, a very good, legitimate mailing source. And that's key. I mean, that's gold in this business, is having a good mailing source. And this company, that with their done-for-you system, actually uses the same company that I have used for over 2 years now, with postcard marketing. So they're using the same quality list that I've used with my other businesses, with that I've done in the past, including that I use with Instant Postcard Wealth. So, you know, that's another good thing to know, that you are getting a quality list. Now, they don't just do postcard marketing. Right in the back office, they have a complete done-for-you text message, SMS marketing campaign that you can do for really cheap as well. I actually tested that out in the beginning. I did okay with it, but I found that the postcards are really where it's at. The simplicity of it, you pay a little bit extra, but the quality of prospect that you get, the leads that you get, are a lot better. The people like the idea of just sending out postcards and having money come to you, you know. And by the way, you do get paid right away, like overnight, okay, right through the mail, a cashier's check or actual cash. So that's up to you. But that's another nice thing. Another biggie, and this is why they pay out 50% commissions and not, you know, 70 or 80% or more commissions. All of the sales are closed. They do all of the closing for you. They have closers, a sales team, that when they have a question, they don't call you. They don't call, you know, the number on the postcard doesn't go to you. It goes to them. They close all of the sales for you, completely done for you. Now, myself, I don't mind picking up the phone. I don't mind talking to people. You know, I like making a good rapport with people, and I'll make sales by doing that. But what happens is it works against you too, because when somebody comes in the business, they start thinking to themselves, well, I don't want to talk to people the way I can't talk like he does. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I can do it or not. So it actually works against you, even though you might be a great salesperson or just, you know, love you know, that one-on-one contact. Now, if you do want to contact your leads, you can, okay, because the leads will come to you. You'll get full access to all of your leads, but you don't have to, and that's what's really nice. They do all of the follow-up. They actually do follow-up when they go onto your website. They actually have a text messaging that goes out to them like once a week, reminding them of the business, in addition to the email marketing, you know, the autoresponder emails that go out, which is something that's new that I've never really heard of with an automated system like this, which is just fantastic. So that's another big thing. So you have the done for you. The IPW system's nice because you can make the postcards yourself for real cheap, but a lot of people just don't have the time to do that, or just don't want to put in the time of, you know, putting the stamp and the label and all that on there. Now, if you wanted to make your own postcards with this, you can, of course, because you're just putting your website, your personal website, on the postcard, and the rest is done for, you know, gonna take the same course, you know, as it done for you. But for just putting in a little bit extra money, not too much more, they do it all. They send them out for you. It's done first class mail. I've done several campaigns. I didn't want to do any video until I knew that I was getting results. In fact, I didn't even bring this up to any of my team with my other businesses or anything at the time of doing this video. Like, nobody even knows that I'm doing this big profit system, okay? I wanted to make sure that the postcard system itself works as as advertised, basically. Okay, so those are the big differences between the big profit system and the IPW system. And don't get me wrong, IPW is great if you have a smaller budget, but what you're going to find is that you're going to end up having the same amount of money invested in it over time, because it takes longer to get into profit. I can't tell you how many mailings it took me with IPW, Instant Postcard Wealth, to get into profit. It took me a couple months to where I was actually, maybe like 3 months or more, so I was actually in profit compared to my, the money I put into it. And that's a big thing. What's your ROI? What's your return on investment? And then when you look at it from a business standpoint, wherever you're getting the biggest return on investment, that's where you're going to do your marketing. That's where you're going to put more money in. And that's why I've been putting my money into the big profit system with mailings. Yes, I still make money with IPW, but it's more with just the because I've been in it so long, I have the residual income coming in. And of course I have YouTube videos out there too that people, I get traffic from that, and I'll get some sales off of like YouTube, which of course doesn't cost anything to do that. So I still make money with Instant Postcard Wealth. I still get my training and all that stuff. But as far as, what's better, if you have the little extra money to put into the business, the big profit system is, I don't want to exaggerate, but it probably is 5 to 10 times better than the Instant Postcard Wealth system for all the reasons that I mentioned, and I'm sure several more that I didn't even think of. But that's it. That's what this video is about, just kind of doing a comparison there. If you have any questions for me, my contact information should be right in the description of this video. In fact, I probably will have a link to both systems, both websites. So if you're not familiar with both of them, you'll be able to do your own comparison and kind of compare apples to apples, and do your own due diligence and decide what's good for you if you're looking at one or both of these programs. Okay, and of course there's tons of postcard marketing programs out there. I've seen probably not even a fraction of what's out there, but you really have to be careful. It's easy to get scammed. That's another nice thing with the big profit system, by the way, is I know I've talked to the owner several times, and they're stand-up guys, and they pay out. I know that from experience, so everything's good on that end. But once again, that's it. I don't want to ramble on here, but until then, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.